Okay, so in our last class, we have seen about the uh, like in last to last class, it was about the editable ALV. Then we have seen ALV interactive report, how to achieve this ALV interactive report, reuse event list get, how to use this one in order to implement the event. And similarly, we can implement the various other events. We also have seen how to use a row color in order to color a row. Okay, one topic was left. If I want to color a particular cell, how we can achieve that one? Okay, we want to color a particular cell, then how we can achieve? So that we will see how to color a particular cell. In this section, we are going to learn about and this how to color a particular cell. So to color a particular cell, you have to remember two things. First important thing, that to add a extra field in a structure, the structure where we have the data and the data which we are going to populate. Okay, so if you remember, for the row color we have also added one extra field, okay, of minimum length of character 4. Similarly, you require to add an extra field in the structure where we are going to display the data. That means the final structure. Okay, final structure of type. This type is important. LVC underscore T underscore SCOL. This is very important. This, if you are able to remember, you will be able to do. Okay, if this you are able to remember, then you will be able to do this one. Type LVC underscore T underscore SCOL. This is the first point. The second point, in the layout, you have a option called, you have a field called, that field name is, that component name is layout hyphen call tab underscore field name. Okay, if you remember, for this row color, if I have to color a particular row or some set of row, if we have to color, there we require to pass in layout under the info column, right? Under the info underscore field name, there we have passed the name, this particular field name we have passed. Similarly, here under the call tab underscore field name, we have to pass the name of this extra field. Okay, so this may be the cell color. So if we're going to give the name of this extra field cell color, you have to give, this can be any name, this can be any name, ABC test, but just I'm keeping it as a meaningful name. That's it. So let's go and implement this. Go to the system, SC38, and then we will go to this. I will see what is the last program which we have created. 37 cell color and row color. This one was for the row color, right? The row color is coming, right? So if you remember in the last class what I have done, just I will make you a revision over here. So going to change mode. I have, this is final structure, right? This is my final structure which I'm going to sorry, this is the final structure actually. This is the final structure which I'm going to show in the output, right? So this is the final structure we are preparing. Here if you remember, for the r underscore color, cap4 we have given, right? And this r underscore color we are passing under the layout. Okay, so this is the layout. Here you can see info underscore field name r underscore color we are passing, right? And while populating the final structure, while preparing the final data set which we have to display here, right? Preparing the final data set. Here we are preparing the final data set it underscore final, right? This is what we are preparing, the final data set. Okay, if you want you can keep this one in a separate subroutine with name prepare final data set. Okay, you can keep that one. Here inside this fetch underscore data itself, I'm doing this one. Okay, so this is about preparing the final data set, which final internal table. Okay, internal table which you will have to display. So here you can see in the final r underscore color, that field is there and we are giving some condition. Based upon that condition we are just passing. Instead of this condition, what you could have done, that suppose based upon some material type, suppose if you have some FEIT material type and for that you want to display in a different color, so based upon that also you can do. Okay, so all the FEIT I want to display in a different color, all the ROH I want to display in a different color, something like that. Okay, as we was telling in our last class. So here I'll just show you. Control D, go here, comment this one, and what you have over here, that check if WA underscore Mara hyphen mtype equal to, mtype means material type. Which material type? If you have the FEIT, okay, in that case, what you can do, you'll have to display this particular color. Okay, and if you have the material type, for example, if you have the material type raw material type, okay, raw material type, in that case so this color, or in other case whatever you have other, in case of other, just display some another color. Okay, so like that you can add the multiple, you know, multiple cases you can add. Right, activate this one, press F8, run this, and you can see that for this FEIT this is coming a different color, for another it is coming in the yellow color, for ROH it is coming in the different color, right? And for FEIT it's coming in this color, correct? If you want to put this FEIT in the red color, you can make it 6 over here, right? 6 stands for red. Run this, so you can see that it is coming. So like that also you can make your row colorful. But what I want to make a particular cell. Okay, I want to make this particular cell, maybe the first cell or second cell or third cell, whatever, this particular aim I want to give a different color. Okay, how to do that? Again we will go and add in the final structure one extra field, cell underscore color already we have added, right? And this is the type LVC underscore T underscore ACOL, right? And when we are preparing the data, here we are preparing the final data, right? Here what we will have to do, This time you have to prepare this color column. Okay, this you'll have to prepare the cell color column, cell color field, cell underscore color field, right? So let's go and do that. So come over here before appending, right? Before appending, what I will do that for a particular cell. So if I have to select a particular cell, so for that, what we'll have to do, we require the particular field and particular row a number, then only we will be able to indicate a particular cell, right? What I mean to tell over here, suppose if you want to colorful this particular M, this one, I'm talking about, I'm talking about uh, this particular value M. So to identify this M, right, you require this row number and you require this column number, correct? Similarly, suppose if you want to identify this cell, so for this also you require a row number and the column number. So whatever cell you want to identify, and for that particular cell, if you want to make the color, you have to identify the row number and then you have to identify the column number. So this both is required. That's what I'm trying to tell. Just go back. Okay. Uh, just go back once again, and we are going to do that. Okay. So here, one by one, you can see the one by one record is coming and appending into this, right? This W underscore Mara. So the row number is populating from this loop, right? One by one, one by one, one by one. The row number is getting populated with this field, right? Fine, good. Now the field number, the field name, which particular field you want to populate, right? So my requirement I told you slash so SE38. If you come over here and just run this, I wanted to colorful this particular, let us suppose this C, I want to make it colorful, this particular C. That means 1 2 3 and 4, fourth number row. Okay, and mat type is the name of the column. Okay, now go to this, uh, just a second. Now go to this, come over here. I'm just going to erase the drawing, and here you'll have to tell the field name. So how we'll get the field name? Okay, someone is unmuted, is it? Some question? Yeah, Shrikant, do you have any question? Okay, fine. Okay, come over here, and then what we'll have to do, W underscore final hyphen control space, this cell color, right? The cell color is having a different structure. Okay, the cell color is having the different structure. What structure it is having? LVC underscore T underscore S call. Double click over here and try to observe this structure component. It is having field name, color, and no key column. Okay, in this field name we'll have to pass the name of the field for which we want to do the color. Okay, in this field name we have to pass the name of the field for which we want to put the color. Okay, so here you can see that material type is the name of the field, and I want to do the drawing for this C field. Okay, for this C I want to do this drawing. Okay, so name of the column will have to pass as what? Name of the column will have to pass as mat type. Okay, and let me show one more thing. So here in this field name, I will pass the name of the column, mat type, MATTYPE. And under this color, here we'll have to pass the color. So here the color number, here intensified, and here inverse, right? We already know what is intensified, what is inverse. Intensified means dark, inverse means whatever there in the background that will come as a text. That means inverse, got inverted, opposite, right? Background will come in front end, front text, like that. Come over here and let's do that. Cell color. Okay, so w underscore final is having the component cell color, and the cell color is having what component? Field name, right? It's not coming, you'll have to write field a name. Cell underscore color is having the AF name, I think it was. Okay, equals MATTYPE. This is the field name. Again, similarly, w underscore final hyphen cell underscore color hyphen the another structure what it was having the name. If you remember, the another structure it was having the name w underscore final hyphen cell color, right? And what we can do over here, or maybe first we can prepare this cell color, and then you can append into a you know directly, that also is possible. Okay, let me do like this and we will see if some problem is there. Okay, w underscore final hyphen cell color hyphen if name is MATTYPE. Okay, then this w underscore final hyphen cell color and a hyphen. Okay, it's not coming, it was color, right? Hyphen COL equals to here what's the color? Here you have the yellow color. I want to mark it in red color. I'm just going to give the 6 over here. Then w underscore final a hyphen cell underscore color a hyphen color a hyphen. The first was what? First was intensified. So int equals to, I'm going to intensified it, and the another, both these both are optional, intensified and inverse. If you don't pass also it is fine. Okay, it is not necessary to pass. It is cell underscore color, actually cell underscore color hyphen inverse inv equals to 0. Okay, full stop. And once you prepare this data, right, automatically here in w underscore final it's a it underscore final, it is there, so you don't have to do anything. I have prepared the data now, right? And let us see how it is appearing over there in final internal table. Okay, uh w underscore final hyphen cell underscore color is a table without a header line and therefore does not have a component called fname. Okay, good. Let me check what actually it is telling. W underscore final, ts underscore final. This is the types. This is okay. Okay. I understood what it is trying to tell over here. Okay. So what we can do actually, the cell underscore color system is not able to understand what I'm trying to do it over here. Okay. So there is a keyword called include type. Just let me try with this. It's not accepting. Okay, we can do it other way around. Here uh, this types, and let me do that include type comma, that is fine. Here we can give once again this types, give the full stop over here and include type. The type name is this one, the sale underscore color. Okay, it is not accepting. I'm doing something wrong. What is the problem? Sale underscore color type LVC underscore T underscore S column. It looks good. Okay, this is fine. This type we can remove. Let it be like earlier. Give the comma. It's telling W underscore final. W underscore final we have defined over here, and W underscore final is having the cell color. Okay, and the cell color is having this component LVC underscore S underscore call. Okay, it is having this component. So if this component is there, okay, good. I understood the problem. What is the problem? Okay, the problem is this is a table type, right? This is what? This is the table type we are having, correct? So this is an internal table actually. What you have this one? This is your internal table. Okay, so because this is your internal table, right? System is expecting that you first append the data into the sale underscore color. Okay, first you prepare this internal table, and then that internal table you have to pass into the final internal table. Okay, so here you can see this is the table type. So the sale underscore color is nothing but your, though it's the field name, right? We are appending the field name, but this field name will be have like an internal table. So let's first populate this internal table first, and then we will do the remaining thing. Okay, so how to do this one? Okay, so first we will require a work area to put the data into this, right? First we will require a work area to put the data into this internal table. So let's define a work area. Data WA underscore color, like line of, right? Like line of what? Like line of, any one of you can tell me what I'll have to write in order to create this
Cell
work?
color, sir. Cell
Cell
color.
color. Very
Cell.
good, very good. Cell color will have to give, or else we can directly give the structure name. This we can give LVC underscore S underscore S call. Here instead of like line of, you can give the, right, instead of like line of, you can give the type and the structure name. So both is going to help you to declare this work area. So anything you can keep it. I'm just going to keep the first one. Second one I'm commenting over here. Pretty printer. Now this W underscore color, first you will have to populate. Copy this one, and here I'm going to populate that WA underscore color. Okay, control V, yeah, control V, control V. Okay, once you prepare your this work area I have prepared now, right? This work area is having field name, this work area is having the color hyphen column, right? And once you prepare this work area, I'm going to append this value, append this W underscore color to what? The cell color, right? That is the internal table. This is the name of my internal table, color, cell underscore color. So now I have prepared this cell underscore color. Check the syntax now. Some problem is there. Cell underscore color is unknown. Why? field cell underscore color is unknown. Okay, cell underscore color, like line of cell underscore color. Types, it is inside the begin of, that is fine. It is not accepting over here. It is not able to understand that this is an internal table. Okay, let me try with the types keyword. But when you give these types, this will become like a what? Again, this will become a different, you know, this will behave differently. Again, it is telling, however, just remove this one. I will explain you like inside these types how you can include the another structure or another table type, that we will see in a separate topic. Let's remove over here this, uh, put the cell underscore type, give the comma over here, and then just give the comma. It's not understanding this one lvc, a cell underscore color here, it is not understanding. So let's try with another way. This is also one way. This should not create any problem. Control F2. Okay, and cell underscore color is unknown, that's fine. Cell underscore color, just go here and cell underscore color. Okay, where it was giving earlier the error, just let me check. Control type, like line of. Okay. So like line of, actually you could have given like this, ts underscore final hyphen cell color. Okay, ts underscore final hyphen cell color, because the cell underscore color is the component of this ts underscore final. So directly we cannot give, right? System cannot understand directly, right? So ts underscore final cell underscore color, this is also telling unknown, right? Ts underscore final, this is our structure, right? And this structure is having this as a component. This is also not accepting, but this should be accepted, right? This should be accepted. Like line of. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll put it over here, control V, and our internal table is it underscore final. Let's try with this. Yeah, it underscore final hyphen cell color is a table without a header line and therefore does not have a component called cell hyphen color. That is okay, but my ts underscore final is a structure, right? This is the structure, and this structure is having the component cell underscore color. But here it's telling unknown. Why it's telling unknown? Just give me a second. ts underscore final, this is okay. Cell underscore color, lvc underscore, this structure we are having, we have created this structure. With reference to this structure, we have created this internal table, and this internal table, okay, okay, fine. So we have not created with a header line. That is true. That is true. Okay, fine, no problem. Again, we'll have to, uh, change everything. So we'll not change everything. Let's keep it simple, and we will give, we will declare it as how it is accepting, right? So just comment this one, and let's use this way, right? W underscore color type LVC underscore S underscore is called, because this is the structure, a straightforward declaration, not using the like line of Pretty Pinto. Check the syntax now, and here it is telling that system is not understanding this cell underscore color, right? So actually this cell underscore color is a component of W underscore final, right? So give the hyphen cell underscore color. This time it should not give any error. Check the syntax and it is fine. Pretty Pinter, and now your data is ready. Okay, so here as I told you, row number it is getting identified with this loop, and the column number is getting identified with this. I'm going to put the breakpoint over here and I will show you how the data will look like. Press F8, run this. Okay, so the first record, for the first record, when I'm here, if you see that for the first record this material type got populated again. For the second record also this material type got populated, right? And for third record also. So for each and every record this material type is getting populated, right? But what we wanted to populate only this fourth record, not all the record. So in the current situation it will do the color for all these cells inside this material type, right? All these cells inside this material type it will do. If you run it, and if you see that, because I have put the breakpoint, that's the problem. No problem, I will just remove from here. Press F8 and just go here and come to this point. Okay, so here you can see that F6 F6 F6, and go to this particular final table, and if you see over here that you are having all this field, all this material type, the standard table one cell color you are having like this, right? Structure flat, not character like material type, that is fine. 610, right? And what's your material name, material type? Okay, the name of the field we are passing wrong. Here you can see that it's a material type MTART, and here I'm passing what? MATTYP. This is not valid. This will not this will not come into impact, this will not come into effect. So you'll have to be careful while giving the data over there, so it will not work actually. Okay, press F8, you can see that it's not working. Go back, and here actually you'll have to give mtart. Mtart is the final actually we are having, right? Mtart, I have given mat type, I don't know from where I have got that mat type. Okay, so now this will work. Okay, I have given, but here no condition, right? I have not given any condition. So what it will do, that it will do the color for complete column, right? One by one for each cell, that particular field will get populated, and it will come into effect for each cell. So it will look like that whole column got populated for that particular cell color. And now if you see this it underscore final 7 records till now got populated, right? And for each record you can see that field name is mtart, and the 610 the column, the cell color I'm passing, so perfectly it is getting populated. There is no problem in this now. And now this time you will see that the data will be populated. Okay, data will be populated, but no, this time also it will not populate. Okay, why it is not getting populated? The reason behind, the second step we have not considered. Still we are missing the second step. So if you remember the second step, what I have told over here, this is the first step. What we'll have to do to add an extra field in this in a final structure, and actually in the second step it should be then populate the data, right? Populate the data with proper value, means color, this intensified and all, right? populate the data, populate the final internal table, populate the final internal table with proper data like sale and like color, field name, and color, right? The third is this one. So this I'll just copy from here and I'll paste it and I will populate under the layout. Okay, go to the layout where we are preparing the layout. Just before the here prepare layout, come over here, control V, column tab. Let me check what is the field name. Okay, so ps underscore layout, ps underscore field name should be correct, otherwise it will, you know, give you the problem. So I think it's a column tab field name. Let me check. I will cross verify, control space. This one actually, column tab field name equals to what? Cell color. We have given the name in capital, it should be there. Okay, so cell color. Let's once verify cell underscore color, it was right. Cell underscore color. So it's fine. Check the syntax now, activate this one, and this time there should not be any problem. Okay, press F8, run this. Okay, for this material type, okay, see here we are doing something wrong, right? Actually it is it is doing the, you know, in red this material type, actually this material type. Okay, so this is actually mtart, but here this mtart is here and this is something else. This is mbrss, industry sector. So your description is not correct. So this description comes from where? This description comes from where? Can any one of you tell me? This description, if I want to check why it is getting wrong, right? Where I have to check?
That is field catalog.
Right. Yes. Absolutely correct. So here you can see that material type. Here I'm also passing, and here also I'm passing. For the column number 2 also I'm passing material type, right? And for column number 4 also I'm passing the material type only, right? So that's the problem. Here I'll have to pass the industry sector, ind underscore sector. Okay, now it's fine. Activate it, run this. But I wanted to make the colorful this industry sector. So what I will do, the technical field name for this industry sector is nothing but MBRSH. What is the name in the final output? It's the MBRSH. This is MBRSH. Okay, I wanted to colorful. I wanted to do the color for this MBRSH. So what I'll have to pass it over here instead of mtart. Actually, I was supposed to pass MBRSS for the industry sector, and now it is fine. What it will do, that it will do the color for complete industry sector. You can see that complete industry sector. But I want to do the color for this particular C only, for this particular field only, for this particular cell only actually. Okay, so cell I can identify with the row number. Okay, so here it is populating. So row number 4 only I only want to do the color for row number, you know, 4. So if size type is equal to 4, then only you do only for the row number 4 only, and for this particular field only this exercise need to be done. Otherwise don't do anything. Okay, otherwise don't do anything. And after clearing all these things, I'm going to w underscore color also I'm going to, you know, uh, clear. W underscore final is also my work area, w underscore color is also my work area, so I'm just going to clear everything. Check the syntax now, activate this one, and this time it will do the color only for that particular field. You can see that it's only doing the color for this particular C only it is showing, right? C only it is now colored. Okay, so see, the cell color has taken priority over the column color, right? You can see that cell color has taken priority over the row color. So complete row was in yellow over here. Any question if you have? Otherwise, please mute from your side.
Pankaj, one more thing here. You are passing site physical 4, but in dynamically, how can we pass? Here, M is came no for 2 times.
Right. So do you want
But
for
I
each
want particular
M?
M is a
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
that's easy, right? So what you do over here, that if W underscore final, W underscore Mara hyphen MBRSH equals to M, then you just color it. That's it. This much only you'll have to do. Check the syntax, activate this one, activate and press F8. Okay. So wherever M is there, the red color will come. Okay, you can see all the M is now in red color. So like that you can do all the M is in red color. Okay. So cell color takes the priority over the row color. You can see the row color is green and the cell color is here in the red. So this point you can note it down. The cell color takes priority over the row color. Cell color takes priority over the row color. It's logical also, right? Then another note, if you have the column color and cell color, then in that case row color will take priority over the column color. Okay, so it is like this. Okay, it is like this. If you have the cell color, if you have the row color, and if you have the column color. How we do with the help of fill catalog, right? If you have to make particular column in some particular color, we use the fill catalog. Row color you know how to do, and cell color also now you do how to do, and priority will be like this. Okay, so the first priority will be given to the cell color, then the priority will be given to the row color, then the priority will be given to the column. Okay, so the highest priority goes to the highest, and then you have the lowest priority. Okay, so like that you can do, and with this almost we are done with the ALV. Keep on practicing, and let me check this one. Okay, this is another thing. Let me go to the syllabus. Where is my syllabus? 20th. Okay, so here we have reuse ALV block, reuse events get we have completed, color scheme also we have completed. Okay, reuse ALV block. Okay, this one let's see this reuse ALV block list in it, how to use this one and use ALV block list display. Come over here and we'll see this quickly. It's easy, very. Just go back, and I'll copy this existing program. Just practice this cell color. This is little bit tricky. Just you have to do once. You will be able to understand. Going to change 38 number program And in this program, I don't want to do all this color and all these things. Let it make it simple. This color and all, I'm not interested now. Fetch data, this is fine. Prepare field catalog, this is also okay. And it underscore Mara backup, this is not required now. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to display the list in a block format. Block format means on the same output screen, okay, on the same output screen, I want to display this particular, this particular ALV 2 times, okay, or 3 times, whatever. So let me copy this one and I'll put it. Okay. So here we are having a reuse ALV block list init and reuse ALV block list display. So this we are going to use for the purpose of, ALV block display. ALV block display. So if you have to display the ALV in block, how you can display? That means one ALV you can display, multiple ALV you can display on the same output screen. This is one ALV, and again you have the another ALV. So multiple ALV you can display. For example, some ALV you are getting the data from Matner, you are getting the data from Mara, Matner, MTART, MBRSS, like that you are getting, and another set of data you are getting from the MAKTX or MARCI or from EKKO, some another table you are getting. Okay, so Matner, Vox, and then PSTAT, something like that. Okay, let's go and try to see how we can do this one. Go into change mode, run this. Why it's coming like this? Yeah, this one. Activate this one. Some error is there because we have manipulated the program. TS underscore final is unknown. I don't require this TS underscore final. This W underscore final is also not required. Control F2. IT underscore final is not required over here. Let me do one thing. I'm going to erase all these things. Prepare field is okay. Field catalog. Layout, let it be. And end form. Okay. Prepare layout. Is it necessary? Layout is not required. I'm just going to remove prepare field. Let us have this prepare field column position. Prepare field catalog. Actually, this is field catalog. Prepare layout. I'm not interested in field layout. Here fetch data. Okay. So two block I want to display. One is from the Mara table, like two sets of ALB I want to display. One from the Mara table and another from the MARCI table. Okay. So fetch data Mara, and here also fetch data underscore Mara. I will do the names. Subroutine change name also I will change because I have changed, right? And another, I'm going to fetch some data from the MARCI table. Okay. So fetch data from Mara and display I can do here itself. The display I can use the display functionality underscore and display. Okay, but And before using the ALV block display, you will have to initialize the block. Before displaying the ALV into a block, you must have to initialize the block. So perform, I'll create one subroutine, perform initialize block, ALB block, something like that. Okay. Double click, press enter. In main program itself, I'm going to create the subroutine. And for that, I have just shown you that reuse ALV block init is a function module. That function module we can use. Reuse ALV block star init. Okay. And click on this OK button, right? I underscore callback underscore program name. So what is the program name? SciRep ID you can pass or SciCPROG. Okay, both is fine. PHP status and all these things I'm not looking for. So simply we can give. So block has been initialized now. After the initialization of the block, okay, after the initialization of the block, just go back, fetch the data from Mara and fetch data Mara and display. That is fine. Same name I will give to here. So already I have written the code for this, right? Matner, mtat, mbrsh, ntgw, Mara, correct? Into table at the rate it underscore Mara. And here I will define one more subroutine, perform display block, display block. And we will create one subroutine over here, display block, right? Click on this, okay? And for displaying the block, reuse ALV block display. We are having the function module, right? Block star display F4. That's it. And here, whatever you have, we are fetching the data, you have to pass it over here. You can see that this IT underscore Mara is locally declared. No, it's globally, right? It's globally. IT underscore Mara is globally in main report, right? That's why only I'm using at the rate over here. Okay, that's why I'm using at the rate over here. Okay, fine. So we can use this IT underscore Mara over here, control C, because globally is there, so there is no problem at all, correct? So come over here, and this exceptions you can enable. It's good practice to enable the exception. Into the exporting, just you'll have to pass what? You have to pass the internal table. Reuse ALV block list display. Print screen start column, start line, by color, program error. Where is that internal table option? Why it's not coming? Am I using some wrong function module? Is it? Reuse ALV blocked list display. That is fine. Blocked list display. It is a block list display. Is it different? Just let me check once again. No, it's a block display only. Let's go and check the parameter over interface check. That screen name exit caused by user, exit caused by user, program error. Okay. Actually, I'm looking for a parameter where I can pass the internal table to display the data. Here I'm not able to see any parameter. Okay. Do you have to follow some different approach? I'm not sure. Let me check once in the Google if I find some hints over there, or that we can go to the documentation and we will see how we can pass a start column, this color, program error, function group is a display block table. That is fine. This function module has not, and you can see that this function module has not yet been released, do not use it. SAP is telling don't use this function module. This function module is obsolete. Okay, this function module has not been released. Has not been released means it is not ready to be used, but still unreleased function module also people use, though this is not the good practice, right? Okay, let me see how we can display the block. In SAP Nuts, some example is there. SAP Nuts ALB block. Okay, actually this is the second function module also we'll have to use, reuse ALB block list append, and this is going to be used to display the data. Okay, fine. So first we'll have to append, then we'll have to display actually. Okay, that's why we are not getting any uh, we are not getting the output. Okay, so fetch data and append, it should be append. Okay, not display, it should be append, and at last we will display. Once we will append, then we will display. Okay, and come over here, we'll give the perform display ALV, display ALV, copy this display ALV, and we'll need do the we'll change the name display ALV actually. Okay, fine. Now this is good. Let's do the append over. So where we are fetching the data, we are fetching the data over here in it underscore mara, and perform append ALV, append ALV. Double click over here, click on this yes button. Okay, and it's the reuse ALV block append, something like that it was there. I'll just give append, press F4. Okay, reuse, remove this blocked. ALV was there, and delete. Let me check. Okay, and list append, the first one. Okay, click on this OK button. This it. Yeah, here we are getting the layout and everything. Okay, the field catalog also. So for the material number which we have to display, for that we'll have to pass the field catalog, and here the table name, right? So the table name is it underscore mara. This is what the table name we are having, it underscore mara. Okay, and the field catalog, this is the prepare field catalog, correct? For this material number, ntgaw, mtart, and these four fields is there, right? So this prepare underscore fc, this particular subroutine we can call just before displaying that one, right? So it underscore fc, let us see how it is. This is the global one, so this is also a good sign for us, we can use. That's why the global variable is easy to maintain, right? Come over here, and we will give this it underscore fc over here. Okay, for this field catalog, it underscore fc, and then the tab name it underscore mara, because the data we are getting from the mara, and field catalog we are preparing for the mara table, the data which we are getting from the mara. These events, if you want, you can use the events. Layout also I'm not required. Okay, so from the mara we have done, we are done with the mara. Okay, we are done with the mara. Now this table name is there, you'll have to pass in how, you'll have to pass like this, it underscore mara. Okay, I underscore tab name, and it underscore fc, this field catalog, it looks good to me, I think. Let's see if it is working or not. Check the syntax. Okay, this is the tab name, this is the field catalog, this is the actual table name is here actually, it underscore mara. Then what is this tab name? I underscore tab name. I'm not sure. Just comment this one. This is the table where we'll have to pass into these tables, and it underscore fc. This is the field catalog. Check the syntax now and perform display data grid alv. Okay, this grid is now not required. I'm not using this grid anymore. Check the syntax now. Fetch data from Marcy. From Marcy table I want to do and do this append, right? Do this append over here. Double click on this yes button. Come over here, click on this OK, and then fetch data from Marcy and append. So select Marcy some table for Matner and to field only. I'm just going to select Vox. Okay, I will use the new syntax, so I'm giving the comma from Marcy into table. Inline declaration I'm going to use, but it will be locally declared. That is the problem over here, and up to just 10 rows. Just only 10 rows I want to display, up to 10 rows. Okay, that's it, and the full stop. The site underscore Marcy data I have to display in the output, right? So here itself I will display using that reuse ALB block display, or again you can do that you can again create one perform Marcy block display. Okay, block display or something like Marcy block display, block display. Let me write Marcy block display. Double click on the CS button. Okay, click on this OK, and Marcy block display we are having. Same function module you'll have to use over here for this append. So first you are appending what? Mara table, and then you are appending the Marcy table. Okay, so naming this name is not good. Marcy block display, actually I'm not supposed to do is Marcy block display append Marcy. So the same naming convention as I have done for the material, the same I will choose it over here. Prepare field, come over here, perform append ALV. Append ALV for Mara I have choose. So same perform append ALV, but there we are having the different tables. So maybe Marcy append ALV we can give. Okay, so Marcy append ALV, Marcy append ALV. Okay, and this name I will use it over here. Come over here, control V. This is good. This is fine. IT underscore Marcy. Okay, but the problem here, this IT underscore Marcy is locally, right? This IT underscore FC also, the field catalog will be different for this, so I'll have to prepare the different field catalog, right? So I'm going to just define a simple field catalog over here, and I will show you. So field catalog, right? First clear that global variable, just using the global variable here, and that's it. Work area I'm using the global one. Just before using, I'm going to clear over here w underscore fc hyphen control space. Why it is not there? Yeah, any question? Anyone is having any question? Anyone is having any question? If no question, then can you please mute from your side? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's go and do this one. We'll prepare the field catalog control space, and then the mandatory, I will just pass the mandatory one. Field name, Matner and Vox we are having, Matner, and then w underscore fc hyphen control space tab name, right? The tab it underscore Marcy. That's it. This two is sufficient. And append wa underscore fc into IT underscore Marcy field catalog. For this Marcy, I'm preparing this field catalog, and this I will declare locally over here. IT underscore Marcy underscore FC type table of the field catalog. We can define, right? So let's go and see what's the table type or a structure if we get something. This one. So this is a table type. Directly we can use it over here. Come to last and use it over here. Control V, type, full stop, full stop. So IT underscore Marcy underscore FC, this is the field catalog. This field catalog I'm populating. One more field we are having, Matner and, right, control V, it's a plant, okay. But the data, this IT underscore Marcy is locally declared over here, right? IT underscore Marcy, right? Here in this subroutine I have declared using this inline declaration. So it's a scope is inside this subroutine only. So it will not be understood there. You can see IT underscore Marcy, it is telling not understood. So how to pass data from here to here? So here you can give the using clause, right? Pass by value or pass by reference, anything you can use. Using IT underscore Marcy, right? I'll pass this over here, and here I will take it PT underscore Marcy. So data will come into this PT underscore Marcy and copy this and pass it over here. That's it. Check the syntax now. PT underscore Marcy is not an internal table. System is telling no problem. I will tell to the system that it is the internal table only. Okay. So here again you'll have to now define that, this PT underscore Marcy is an internal table. So how to define, right? So two fields we are having, Matner and Vox. So we'll have to define a structure, table type for that purpose. There is no other way because it's giving the compile time error. Will it give the runtime error as well? I don't think so. Check the syntax. Here you can see that it is not an internal table. Compile time error it is giving. Will it give the runtime error? Let me check. It is telling activate despite errors or problems detected. I'm going to activate this. It got activated because I have a belief that in runtime, so forcefully I have activated because I have a belief that in runtime this particular PT underscore Marcy will be calculated. That's why I have just activated. Let me run it if it allows or not. Just I'm trying to check, and it is giving some dump, right? The current program terminated. It found a statement could not be executed. PT, you can see that PT underscore Marcy is not an internal table. It is telling that PT underscore Marcy is not an internal table. It's not able to understand. Forcefully, though I have activated, but it is not able to understand at runtime also, right? No problem. We'll have to declare one structure again. So there is no benefit of inline declaration at this point of time, right? Go to 38 number program, go into change mode, and just quickly we'll declare one more structure for the Marcy. So go here, types, begin of ts underscore Marcy, then a Matner type, Matner, and one more field we are having, works type, works underscore D. D is the data element, end of ts underscore Marcy. That's it. So this structure we have defined. Now table type will have to define tt underscore Marcy type table of ts underscore Marcy. So this table type you can use over there. So now your system will be able to understand, right? Control V. Now it is fine. There should not be error now. There is no error, no syntax error, no compile time error, right? Activate this one, activate. Okay. press F8, run it, and missing parameter in call. Some another problem is coming. No problem. Let's do one thing. Come over here, AC38, and going to change mode. And here, let us see what we are doing. Initializing the ALB block, right? We are initializing the block. That is fine. That is good. Then fetch data Mara and append it underscore Mara, append ALV. Here it underscore FC we are passing, it underscore Mara we are passing, right? It looks good to me. There is no problem in this. Then we are having what? Fetch data, Marcy and append. From the Marcy, this it underscore Marcy we got using it underscore Marcy. It is okay. And here we are having it underscore Marcy. Type this. Okay, okay, good. It underscore FC, PT underscore Marcy we are passing over here. Okay. And once we are having this one, we'll have to display, right? Display ALV. Reuse ALV block display. It looks good to me, right? It is in sequence. Okay. Prepare field catalog. It is prepare field. Okay. Prepare field catalog is here, right? The sequence seems to be not good. Okay. Prepare field catalog should be right. Just we are displaying this Mara and append. Mara might not be getting that field catalog, right? So just here we can give this field catalog. So this field catalog it underscore FC is populating over here, right? So first it will populate it underscore FC and then it will come over here and it will help us to so this was one problem we detected, and now we will see if it gives any dump. Then we will see again it is giving some dump. Let us see, try to analyze this dump. Okay, so it's telling when calling a function module, one of the parameter was not specified. Okay, error in ABAP application program. The current ABAP program had to be terminated because it found a statement that could not be executed. Okay. Okay, so when calling this function module, one of the parameter required according to the interface. Okay, this is the parameter is underscore layout. See, so if you read this one, you will be able to understand what is the problem. Here it is telling when I'm calling this reuse ALB block list display, one of the parameter is underscore layout is mandatory parameter which I'm not passing. Okay, so it is telling this one. How you will know that whether some parameter is mandatory or not? We know that how to identify. Double click on this function module, go to this import parameter, right? And here you are having different parameters, and here this is the optional, right? Here you can see everything is optional. Go to now changing, go to these tables. Okay, reuse LB block list display exceptions source code, where it is asking for the layout. Import, oh sorry, actually that append one, right? Append one, where is the append? This one here. Actually go to the import. Here you can see that the layout parameter, field catalog, tab name, and the IT events. These are the four mandatory parameters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are optional. So all these four parameters we must have to pass. Either we pass the blank value or we pass the some value, we must have to pass. So what I will do that I will quickly declare this parameter, copy this. Okay, just go back and we will declare on the global side, so I can use. Okay, come over here, layout is mandatory over here. It is telling that it's mandatory. So already I have this parameter layout. I will use this one ls layout. Okay, so remove this, it is not required. Then field catalog, already we are having the field catalog, right? The select underscore tab name and select underscore t underscore event. Okay, what is this parameter tab name? Events I know. However, I'm just going to pass it the dummy value, simple. So data ls underscore tab name type select underscore tab name, right? And then just pass one more data, ls underscore events type. So I prepared this two parameter, right? I prepared this two parameter, ls underscore tab name, ls underscore events. I'll just copy because I'll forget what is the name. So I've just copied this one, and I will go and I will pass in both these. Reuse ALV, grid display control V, W underscore sort is not required for me. ls underscore layout, I will copy from here, and sorry, it is the wrong place where I have copied. Append. In append, we'll have to pass. This is the mandatory one. ls underscore layout, ls underscore layout, pass it over here. Then we have the ls underscore tab name, ls underscore tab name. So pass this one, and ls underscore events. This is also the mandatory one. I'll have to pass all the mandatory parameter. Okay. Now remove this. I don't require. Okay. So we have declared globally. Check the syntax. It is fine. And just come to the second for the Marcy. Fill catalog we are already passing, right? The layout ls underscore layout it was globally I have declared ls underscore layout. It's just a dummy value. There is nothing in this. Just I'm passing a declaration because it's mandatory, so I have to pass. Tab name, I'm not passing any tab name, just simply I'm passing the table. Okay, it underscore tab name, so it was ls underscore tab name, something like that. ls underscore tab name, it underscore events, lt underscore events. So mandatory parameters just I have declared and pass. ls underscore events, this was right. What it was, ls underscore events it is. Okay, check the syntax now. Let me check what was the name. ls underscore events, copy this one and I will paste it over here. Control V. Check the syntax now and it is fine. Activate this one. Let us see if it is working fine or not. This is also field symbol has not yet been assigned. Error in ABAP application program. An attempt was made to access a field symbol that has not been assigned. Something is coming. Let us see and try to understand where the problem is coming. KKB list display, callback. That is fine. So just you want to see from where this particular error is coming. Okay, function KKB list display. So it looks like while displaying the data, it is going and giving the error. Okay, so first KKB list display, start of selection, display LB, reuse LB. Come over here, and under this, it is giving the error. Okay, in exporting, we are not passing anything, just exception. Okay. Okay, so other thing looks good. While displaying the data, reuse ALB block display. Here, it is not working fine. Okay, it's not working fine. Here, it's giving the error. So I will put the breakpoint over here and I will try to analyze once again what it is giving the problem. Actually, what is the problem it is facing, what it is expecting that I want to see. Okay, just go to the dump once again. This is my dump. I'll come out from this dump, go to this st22. Field symbol has not yet been assigned. Which field symbol it is talking about? Let's go and check for which field symbol it is talking about. Okay, so under the source code you will get, so okay. So you can see that under the importing it is expecting some value. Okay,
So field catalog, all this fine. Optional type character one.
Pankaj, sorry for the interruption. Small
Yeah, no.
guess that I tab name, no, whether we need to give that Mara or Marcy table name. I mean, we have in the field catalog merge or something, we used to give that tab name. Same thing comes. So we gave Mara, Marcy particular table name.
Where?
So
IT underscore Mara,
the
right?
tab. No.
Uh-huh.
Tab name. Ebo. tab name. Exporting.
Here you were talking. In which
Yes.
function module you were talking?
Yeah, same function module. ls underscore tab. Instead of that, in code, can you please give Mara in the
You want
codes?
me to give here IT underscore Mara, is it?
Yeah. No. Just Mara within the
No.
codes.
It will not work.
Oh, okay.
That will not work.
Okay.
PT underscore Marcy. Here actually there is no problem. The problem is here. You can see that it is giving you the problem over here. Use ALB block lead display. Okay. So suppose if I am enabling this importing parameter, a screen start, column start and importing. It looks okay. Interface check screen start column. By default, it will take this one. Exporting, it seems we'll have to enable. Okay. So just I'm going to enable as it is. Remove this is underscore print. Other thing is having the value. And let us check. Just save it, check it, activate it. Run this. This also is giving the problem data segment number. Let me do one thing. I will take how they have done. For append, this is fine. Okay. Here also they are passing in the single quotes. Okay, the internal table in single quotes here also they are passing. So maybe we can try with this, and then it underscore MAKT, that is okay. And list append, and the reuse block display. Okay, fine. So go to AC38. That is the only thing which we are not doing. So you were telling correctly, but not Mara. It is telling to pass this internal table. So here under this IT underscore tab name, here it is telling to pass the IT underscore Mara in capital letter. Okay, IT underscore Mara. So directly not Mara, but IT underscore Mara may solve us our problem. Okay, so IT underscore Marcy over here also will give IT underscore Marcy. Just run it, check the syntax, activate and run it. This time also it is giving the error. Now what is the problem? Okay. Just a second, start. Just going to remove this one and call directly this function module. And let us check if it is working or not. Field symbol has not been assigned yet. This is the error frequently we are getting. So which field symbol it is talking about? Okay, how to identify this error? Come over here and we'll try to identify this error actually. Okay, go into the debugging and end of list salvi from EOL. Come over here, put the breakpoint, end of list. enable the system debugging, click on this hook. Now come over here, item tab name is initial. Okay, and then we will run this time program and we will see what is the problem, why it's giving us the error. This is some another program. 38 number program will have to run it. Why? It is not triggering that particular breakpoint. The reason behind it is not triggering, we'll have to enable the system debugging. Okay, so let's enable the system debugging. Or it has come over here. No, it has not come over here. Go to debugger, exit application, and /n sa38. Activate the debugger here itself, run it. Go to settings, switch on the system debugging, click on the save button, press F8. What happened? Do one thing, close everything. It's memory is sweet looks like. I'll refresh the session /n and we will go to again. Once again, we'll go to the program. Put the breakpoint somewhere. Run this. ALV block, that is fine. Block list init, size of RC0, fetch data, this is also fine. Here we are facing the problem. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. Here you can see that it is giving the error, right? IT underscore T underscore out tab. Okay. List display. That's the problem with, that's why we are not supposed to use, uh, unreleased function module, because I'm not sure that whether this function module is 100% correct or not. But earlier so many times I have used this one, it works fine. In this system, no, at least another system. So here also it should work fine. Okay. Here actually it is giving this error. header table, it's not assigned, and when you run this one it will go into dump. It is not assigned. So I'll have to track backward where it is getting assigned and which particular field is there. So just 1 second. Perform this one. This is the tables and how this table is populating. KKB.
If someone is getting late, you can just leave it out. Okay. I will just check it and let you know tomorrow. Okay. So if someone is having some time issue or some another commitment, you can just leave it out. Tomorrow I will give you together the assignment, or what you can do that as an assignment. You can, uh, you can take one some particular cells, and that particular cells you can try to do the color. That's it. Okay. I will just look it over here. What is the problem? It should display actually.
Pankaj, that
Mm-hmm.
field catalog you were appending, right? WA underscore FC to IT Mara FC.
Oh,
Above third
yes,
line.
yes, yes, yes. Right, right. Yes, you are right.
Here, IT underscore FC or PT
Yes.
underscore.
Yeah, PT underscore Marcy, this is okay. PT underscore Marcy, it was wrong. So we have now it fine. Oh my God. Here we are using IT underscore text. Hmm. Yeah, this time it is fine. Okay. Two. Okay. Now what is the problem? This time it is coming, right? This time it is coming. Earlier that problem was, the scope of the subroutine. Okay. Because it was not able to identify, the system was not able to identify the global, this global variable where it is getting assigned, it is not getting assigned properly. That's where, because the subroutine scope is till. Okay, so this time I think there should not be a problem and it is giving the output. Okay, so that was that's another 10 records. Initially we have taken all the records from Mara table, and at last we have taken the record from Marcy table. Here header is not coming because the selection text we have not given. Here it is coming, that is fine, that we can correct quickly. Just go back, and so you can see that how much impact of the local and global variable it is there. So we'll have to carefully define that whether the value which we are going to define, it will be in that scope or not. So here also I have defined now globally, so that in the same program system is not able to understand. Okay, so pt underscore it underscore marcy, this is fine, this is okay. Here we can just give the w underscore fc hyphen selection text medium, we can pass equal to uh, Martner or material, whatever, and w underscore fc hyphen cell text underscore m equals to works or plant, we can give it if entry the sentence activate this and get only 10 records from the Mara table or 20 records from the Mara table. And this is fine. So this is how the block display look like. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, Madhu, Ramesh, you understood what I have done over here, what I have done over here, that uh, hi Madhu, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, so Ramesh, you understood what I have done. Globally I have declared all the variable now, and when I am declaring globally it is working fine, there is no problem. Okay, in locally some scope issue, due to some scope issue, that due to some scope of the variable issue, it is not properly aligned, and that's why the field symbol is not getting assigned. That's why the problem was occurring. Now it is fine, it's working fine. So let's do one thing, we'll stop over here and let's meet tomorrow. You have any question, Ramesh?
No, sir. No.
Fine, then let's meet tomorrow. Bye bye, have a nice day, take care.
Thank you, sir.